Captain's Journal, ESC Starship Cricket, Beth Bailey commanding. Despite the dangers of navigating an ion storm, the ship must continue onward. We have lost contact with Pilot while he was scouting a nearby asteroid field in the bug. It's possible he has suffered some sort of malfunction due to the storm, and is unable to return to the Cricket. Conditions in the area worsen, and so time is of the essence.
The storm's getting worse, Captain.
I know, Doctor, but if it's worse for us, it's worse for our pilot, too.
We'll find him, Beth.
Captain, energy reading on the large asteroid ahead of us. It could be the bug.
Understood. Changing course to investigate. Mechanic, power up sensors.
Sensors active.
That's it, on the far side of the asteroid. It's the bug's tracker code. Pilot, can you hear me? Cricket to Pilot. Pilot, can you hear me?
Captain, coming around the asteroid.
Doctor, how can it be?
Incoming message.
Unidentified vessel. This is Captain Liza Bailey of the Locust. Explain who you are, what your business is, and why you're trying to impersonate us. The great unknown. Out there among the stars, beyond our solar system, and within each of us. On board the ESC Starship Cricket, we journey through space, hoping one unknown will help us understand the other. I am Beth Bailey, captain of the Starship Cricket. We entered the storm looking for our lost pilot and pod, but clearly there's more here than it seems. We are also missing a pod and pilot, or at least we were until we traced it to this asteroid. We believe our own pod is down there as well. Maybe we could join forces and look for the pods together. Cooperating with an unknown crew that is trying and failing to impersonate us. I don't think so. We'll deal with you once we get our crewmate back. Locust, out.
Captain, we're not missing a pod.
That doesn't mean we can't find one. If these impersonators are anything like us, there's a valuable robot on the asteroid.
Yes, Captain. I'll prepare to zap down to the surface.
Do it quickly. We need to get that pod before they realize that only theirs is down there.
I don't understand it. Copies of us?
Copies, Doctor, but not identical ones.
You can say that again. They were quite rude.
Yes, and I don't think they were totally honest either.
Then what do we do?
We have no choice. If that's our pilot down there, and I believe it is, we have to rescue him by any means necessary.
Fresh vegetables are packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber. A salad is a good mix of healthy, nutritious vegetables and great flavor. Traditionally, a salad might be made with a leafy vegetable base, like lettuce or spinach, but today feels a little intense. Let's make a crunchy salad. To make a crunchy salad, we'll use cucumbers for our base, and then we'll add carrots, peppers, and pea pods. For toppings, we'll need bread, cheese, sunflower seeds, mayonnaise, mustard, olive oil, and spices. We'll also need a cutting board, a knife, a measuring cup,
mixing spoons, a toaster, a freezer bag or container, salad bowls, and forks. Whew! After washing the vegetables, dice the cucumbers and peppers into small cubes and slice the carrots and pea pods. Dice the cheese and leave the seeds whole. After toasting the bread, dice into cubes and put it into a freezer bag or container. Add a splash of olive oil and your favorite spices. Then, toss the toast cubes until they are mostly covered. To make an easy creamy dressing, let's mix 2 parts mayonnaise with 1 part mustard and a splash of olive oil. Now let the diners mix up their crunchy salad according to their own tastes and dietary specifications.
Mix and match your ingredients to make a variety of healthy, delicious salads. All I want to do is eat candy and drink pop, and nobody's going to tell me that I can't. But sometimes, when I'm eating candy, my mouth starts to hurt, and then I get mad. And the only thing that makes me feel better is eating more candy and drinking more pop.
Remember, Captain, we need to stay calm. The air is very thin.
Yes, Doctor. Mechanic, 2 to hop down.
Captain, energy readings. Is it a natural phenomenon?
No, it's artificial. I can't tell where it's coming from, but I think I can guess who.
Captain, a pod. And it's definitely our bug.
How do we retrieve it?
You better hop up, Captain.
Mechanic, 2 to hop up.
It worked.
Yes, they can't penetrate our energy shield, but we can't maintain it for very long.
We just need to block the others long enough to launch a tow beam.
Bailey to Locust. Charge the tow beam.
Yes, Captain. We should be ready to tow the pod off the asteroid within the hour.
Good. Good.
There's a lot happening on the Cricket right now. It's important that our bodies are ready for action. Cardiovascular exercise is an activity that strengthens your heart and lungs. Things like cycling, running, swimming will all keep your heart and lungs strong. But sometimes you don't have room to run, or a bike, or a pool. Jumping jacks are a cardiovascular activity that you can do as long as you have enough space to jump.
Basic jumping jacks are a simple movement to do. Stand tall with feet together and arms down. Then jump, spreading your legs out to the sides while raising your arms up above your head. Jump again, returning to the original position. You can alternate doing jumping jacks for a set amount of time and taking small breaks. To increase the difficulty, perform your jumping jacks at a quicker pace or for longer intervals of time.
Keep your heart and lungs healthy and stay ready for action. So, exercise is really boring, and it's kind of hard, and we have machines to do all our work for us, so we don't need strong bodies. So why not just relax? Eat a little candy. Drink a little pop.
Suppose the Locusts weren't involved. How do we get Pilot back?
Well, we could hop Pilot up and use a tow beam to get the bug.
Then we can guess the Locust would use a similar plan.
Even though we can't talk to Pilot, I have a strong feeling that he's still in the bug.
Well, they plan to tow the bug with Pilot inside. But that force field must be a huge drain on their power.
If we can catch them while they're recovering their energy, then we can have an advantage.
How do we use this advantage, though? They come from a universe where the ESC is rude and aggressive. We most likely will not win by a direct confrontation.
We might not want to fight, but our differences can work to our benefit.
But what are you thinking?
We all know that that's our bug and our Pilot, but they're still trying to take it.
They're greedy, and they play finders keepers on a large scale.
What if we make them think that there's something better to find and keep?
I like it, Doctor, and it might work, but what if they come back?
What if we make them go somewhere that they can't come back?
The storm! The storm is their entryway to our universe. Then it's most likely their way out of it as well.
Then let's send them back to their universe.
Let's work on a message to lure the Locust back into the ion storm. Mechanic, power up communications.
Communications online.
First, the message has to appear to be for someone else. To Earth Space Commission. Next, the prize has to seem bigger than the bug and Pilot. Will soon retrieve prize from Ion Storm, waiting for others to take pod and leave area. Then we need something that will tell the real Space Commission not to answer the message. This type of code needs to be prearranged between two parties that send messages to each other. In this case, we will add one piece to the message that the Space Commission will know means that the message is false. Please keep Admiral Shumway informed. Finally, we encode the message. A simple substitution, such as making A1, B2, all the way to Z is 26, would be too easy. But we want the Locust to decipher the code soon enough that they will stop their plan to take Pilot and the bug. Let's add one step to the substitution, making B1, C2, and so on until we come around to A again as 26.
Now, let's hope the crew of the Locust decodes the message quickly and doesn't realize that it's a trick.
Captain, I am intercepting a message from the other ship to their headquarters.
What does it say?
It is encoded.
Send it to the lab and tell the librarian to decode it quickly. It won't be long now.
But how can you be sure?
I can't be sure they'll fall for the trick, but we have to hope. That's all we have.
Captain, I've decoded the message. It wasn't that hard.
And?
The other ship told their headquarters that there's something better inside the storm,
They're waiting for us to grab the pod from the asteroid and leave.
so they can go and get it.
Something more valuable? Like what?
The message doesn't say.
If we go after it, they'll try to stop us.
Probably.
Engine room. Prepare for high-speed maneuvers. I want full power at my fingertips. If they try to stop us, we need to be able to break free. Mechanic, power up thrusters.
Thrusters online.
Captain, the others are preparing their thrusters.
I see it. We have to go now. Condition red.
Captain, they're approaching the asteroid.
Didn't take the bait. They're going after Pilot. Guard, man the weapons station. Guess it's a fight.
No, wait, they're turning. Captain, they've dropped the fourth field and are heading for the storm.
Starting pursuit course. We have to convince them they're after something good.
They are following us.
They won't stop me. If they launch a tow beam, put the thrusters at full power. Can't let them get a hold of us.
Yes, Captain.
Towing beam ready, Captain.
Just a little closer.
They are launching a tow beam.
Full thrusters, now!
They're firing thrusters.
Reverse the tow beam, now! Shove them hard, Doctor.
They aren't pulling, Captain. They're pushing.
It's a trick. Full reverse.
We're going too fast.
Captain, we're heading into the storm.
No! I want my prize!
They're gone, Captain.
Back to where we came from, I hope. Storm's over too. Let's go get our pilot. Captain's Journal, Starship Cricket. We have recovered pilot and the bug. Both will need a little TLC, but should be fine in no time. There is no trace of the Locust, our rude counterparts, or the storm that allowed them to cross over into our space. Things are as they should be, for now at least. You seem troubled, Doctor.
Nah, it's nothing.
It's clearly something.
Well, you know I'm an orphan, Beth. And even though she was mean and greedy, meeting the other Lily kind of made me feel like I had a family out here.
Lily, you always did have a family out here.